now we're going to Tulum. Tulum and then water. Okay, good. Now we're recording. So now we're in Tulum. This is the best thing about having the chest strap mount.
Helps you time for pictures too. Back in the day, you would pull out the guide the whole time.
It's kind of cool how you just let nature like take over. So we get 2 hours to explore this whole place. Well, an hour and a half, technically.
Technically, an hour and 60 minutes. 10:20 gives you back to the bus by 11. I mean 12.
Yep.
10:45.
Guys, we're gonna start the information as soon as we are ready, because I think there are missing two. Yes. Give me a minute, guys. We'll come back, please.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm gonna share information about the Mayan people. Yes. Perfect, my friends. This is your first time hitting Tulum, except you, right? You've been hit 26 years ago. You will see different, of course. My friends, what do you guys know about of the Mayans? You can invent if you want.
There's a lot of walking, that's for sure.
They're an ancient civilization.
It's like a visualization. The oldest date founded in Guatemala, August 13, 3014 before Christ. Founded in one stone, we know as a stelos. This is the oldest date. And guess what? The Mayan people developed the number 0. Do you know that? Did you know that? Yes. Have you heard this information before? That the Mayan developed the number 0? No? The Mayan people developed the number 0. It's represented by the seashell. Well, let me know. How can I represent the number 0 in a Roman system? It's possible to do that? It's not, right? That's impossible. So the Mayans, they developed this. It's represented by the seashell and sometimes by flowers. Just 3 symbols. I will show you inside. Yes? The question is, what do you think about of the Mayans? Disappear or still alive?
Still alive.
Descendant, yes. Of course, because as I told you at the beginning, the Mayan people, they don't practice sacrifice anymore. They don't follow the gods anymore. Of course, the Mayan descendant. Here in Mexico, the population approximately 130 million. 7 million in Mayan descendants, divided in different states, in different groups. Yes, here in Mexico, Chiapas, Tabasco, Campeche, Quintana Roo, and Yucatan, 5 states. The Mayan people is still alive. Yes, they speak Mayan language, but actually they are religious. They don't practice, they don't follow the gods. But they are still alive, of course. Thus the customs have been disappearing. And those customs disappear thanks to the Spanish people. Yes, thanks to their religion. And it happened in the 1563. Yes, the sad part of the history. And I will show you this part inside. Okay? So here in Mexico, my friends, according to the tridimensional tomography, as in Mexico. The archaeologists and anthropologists say that here in Mexico there are 53,000 archaeological sites. 53,000. But just 193 is open to the public. Tulum is one of them. But of course, the Mayan life is divided in different periods: pre-classic, classic, and post-classic. What is the pre-classic? Guatemala, San Bartolo, Tikal. And Tulum is located in the post-classic, yes, around 900 after Christ. Yes, this is considered the last buildings of the Mayan people. And of course, it was abandoned. The first explorers arrived in the 1843. Two explorers, one of them from United States, John Lloyd. Frederick Catherton from England. 1843, those guys found the Mayan people working outside. Yes, works outside. They were living outside. In that day, Tulum was empty, was abandoned. The Mayan people, they didn't have a good communication with those guys because they didn't have the same language. Yeah. Frederick Catherton described the place like this. This is Tulum. Yes. As you remember, I mentioned 53,000. In just 193, it's open to the public. The rest of those buildings are covered to the jungle. This is a limestone. This is a platform. This is flat. This is limestone. We don't have rivers and we don't have mountains. Later, if you're gonna be away going to Cancun, maybe you will see like a mountains, but we don't have mountains. This is a Mayan building covered to the jungle. Yes, and Tulum looked like this in the 1843, covered to the jungle. Yes, and these buildings, we're gonna move right now. This is gonna be the next point, and I will show you where it's located. For the Mayan people, this building was at the lighthouse as a reference to get inside of this site, because Tulum, the main activity was the trade and the navigation, and they exchanged different products. And we're gonna talk about what kind of products, yeah? Because this one is the goal. When those guys arrived, the Mayans said, Tulum. Nobody know about what's the meaning, what does it mean Tulum? Now we know thanks to the epigraphists. One of them, Yuri Valentinovich Norsov from Russia. He could read it. How many letters do you have in your ABC, guys?
26.
26, yes. Spanish 27. The Mayan people had more than 800 glyphs. Yuri Valentinovich from Russia, he could read it. He deciphered more than 800 glyphs. And he said that he spent more than 30 years of his life doing this. And he did it because he had an obsession with the Mayans. Now we know that Tulum means just the wall. The Mayan people was describing just the wall, Tulum. The original name of this place is Sama. Sama means sunrise. But if you use this word outside with the Mayan vendors, when the Mayan people, they are vendors outside, if you say Sama, Sama you can translate as a see you tomorrow. Okay, Sama. But on this place, Sama, it's a sunrise. This is the original name of this place. Okay? Material, guys, limestone, limestone, and limestone. Here in Tulum, my friends, the proposed burials too. Yeah? I know you guys are coming from the United States. Yes? Maybe you have a different customs, right? When you decease, when someone passes away, the rest of the body you left on the cemetery, right? Yeah. But as you know, those customs came from Europe. We have those customs too here in Mexico. But the Mayan people, they didn't have those customs. The Mayan people, what they do when they pass away? What about the rest of the body? As you know, the Mayan practice sacrifice. Decapitation, extraction of the heart. What happened with the rest of the body? The Mayan people, no. The Mayan people use cenotes. Have you been in cenotes? Have you swim into cenotes? Yes. The Mayan people throw the rest of the bodies inside of the cenotes because the Mayan consider the cenotes as a main entrance to the underworld. That's why they throw everything. The big evidence is in Chichen Itza. Inside of Chichen Itza, there is a beautiful cenote. This is very deep, 150 feet. And the archaeologist from the United States in the 1904, he carried everything to the cenote. He found more than 30 parts. Rest of bodies, bones, skulls, that's the evidence that they used the cenotes as a main entrance, as a cemetery. And here in Tulum, the archaeologists have found 13 burials, and I will show you the first one. But guess what? That burial is inside of the house. Because the Mayan people, they didn't feel scared. Yes, for the Mayan people was an honor over the life of the gods. because the life is related with the stars, with the sun, with the moon. Everything has a cycle. They believe in the reincarnation. That's why when they decease the rest of the body, they live inside of the house. I will show you the house. Of course, this is the burial. It looks like a little hole in the floor. It's the same thing. But I will show you some pictures, what kind of things the archaeologists found inside, and how they look like. Because as you know, the Mayan people, they are very short, or they were very short, yes? And they have almond eyes. Where the Mayan came from? Do you have one idea? Where the Mayan came from? From Asia, from Mongolia, yes? Nowadays, the Mongolian descendant, when they are baby, they have a blue Mongolian spot in the low back. I don't know if you have seen this before. Let me show you mine. No, I'm kidding. It disappeared. It disappeared. But the Mayan people, they have the same evidence. Let me show you guys. Because my daughter had this evidence. This is the blue Mongolian spot. The Mongolian had this evidence nowadays, and the Mayan people too. That's the big evidence that the Mayan came from Mongolia, from Asia. Yeah. If you pay attention outside with the vendors, maybe in your resort, you will see the Mayans, they are very short, Albanite, and they speak Mayan language. And if you ask about this Mongolian spot, they had a Mongolian spot when they were baby. They disappeared. Right? So my friends, this is the entrance. We're gonna get in, watch your head, yes. Sure, people like me, don't problem. Okay, follow me guys. I will show you the burial, the first one. Let's go. Come on. Watch your head, watch your step. Welcome to Sama, guys.
Servicio de un guía, amigos. Un recorrido guiado. Vale la pena el tour.
So my friends, for the Mayans, as you know, the wall is represented as a fence. Because the Mayan people, they split the most important people. They divide the important people. Divine people inside and the profound people outside. Yes? Have you heard about the Mayan calendar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have one idea how it looked like? Like a circle?
Yeah.
Yes? It's not. Many people confuse that one. That one is the Aztec calendar. And inside there is a sun. The Mayan calendar is different. I have one. I will show you the Mayan calendar today. In the paper, in the matte paper, because the Mayan developed paper too. Just three cultures developed papers. Yeah? I will show you, it looks different. So my friends, this is a Mayan house. As you see, the house, of course, there is evidence. It was roof, very short. Come closer. Pay attention on the floor.
Yeah.
I was talking about
another one.
The burial, guys. That was the first one. The iguanas? Yes, it's crowded. The iguanas for everywhere.
Yeah, they're always like the
Have you eaten iguanas?
iguanas?
No? Not yet. Maybe today in Xeiha Park. There is a buffet waiting for you guys. It's considered a typical dishes. So my friends, this is the first burial inside of the house. Yes. When they decease, the rest of the body they left inside of the house. Believing in the reincarnation. Yes, as a cycle, as the stars. Now we're gonna move to the shadow and I will show you the pictures, how they look like. Because the Mayan, when they were baby, they practice a modification. One elongation in the forehead. Nowadays people say no, the Mayan had a contact with the audience. Yes, but there is an evidence why they had this elongation on the forehead. Because they wanted to look like a jaguar. Follow me guys. How are you guys?
Good.
How do you feel? Okay, thank you. Yes. Hungry? Angry?
Hot.
Just hot? Today is not hot.
It's not hot, yeah.
No, today is not hot. It is. So guys, Can you see right there, guys, the reef? Yes? Oh, as a line, as a shape of line, yeah? Because over there, guys, is the reef, a natural reef, coming from Cancun and going to Honduras, yes? I will show you these pictures first. What kind of things the archaeologists found inside of the house? As I told you, here in Tulum, they found 13 burials. I know about 2. That one. You can see the skulls. How it looked like. At a location, right? Because the Maya, they wanted to look like a jaguar. The jaguar from the Mayans represents power, guys. But just the high class, just the people that were living inside, they practiced this modification. The Mayan calendar said the name and have the profession. The Mayan calendar said everything. That's why the Mayan calendar the Mayan life depends on the calendars. The NASA said that the Mayan calendar is the most accurate. Of calendar, for example, we had to adjust, right? Every 4 years in the leap years. And the Mayan calendar is the most accurate. So just the high class, they practice this modification. In Guatemala, there are evidence too. Yes, you know, there's the oldest place in Guatemala. They practice this modification. There is a Mexican archaeologist. His name Enrique Florescano. He went to Guatemala, yes, and he started to research about the Mayans in that area. And he found the stones. He found evidence. In Guatemala, there is a book written by the Quiches. Popol Vuh. I don't know if you hear about this book. Is considered the Bible of the Mayan people. Popol Vuh. And this book describes that the Mayan practiced this modification in that area too, but they wanted to look like a corn. Have you seen a corn? The shape of the corn. It looks like the shape of the corn. Yeah? They wanted to look like that. That's why they practiced this modification. Because this book says that the Mayan, the cosmogony, said that the body of the Mayan is made of corn. That's why they practiced this modification. That's why they look like this. But nowadays we say that the Mayan had a quota with aliens, right? Do you have question? Question, guys? No? Everything is clear? Yes? See. Okay. And now, my friends, let me show you this picture. Come closer, guys. Right here. I'm Mayan descendant, but we don't practice sacrifice anymore. I was kidding. This is Tulum, or this is Sama. This is the reef, the natural reef. We are in front. This is the main entrance of the port. Yeah. The wall, just there are in 3 sides. The north side, the west side, and the south. Just 3 sides. This is the wall as a fence. What about the last one? It's this one. The Mayan people used the reef as a fence. In the 1517, Francisco Hernandez de Córdoba from Spain, he said that he found a beautiful place for he didn't find the entrance. But as you can see right here, it looks like the space. This is the entrance. You know, the Mayan people, they exchange different products. Good prayers. This is the entrance. And the archaeology said that this entrance, guys, is a natural formation. How is it work? Over there, guys, there is a house on the very corner. In below that house, there is a cenote. And if you have time, in your free time, you can go, you can take a look, and you will see the cenote. This is the main entrance to cenote. Here in this area, from Quintana Roo to Yucatan, there are more than 6,000 cenotes. And those places are connected one each other. And the cenote connect with the sea. Cenotes is a fresh water. And over there we have a salt water over there in front, yes? Fresh water and the salt water, the archaeologists said that it's impossible for the reef reproduce here in this area. And so the Mayan used this as a main entrance. Do you remember the first picture that I showed you for the main entrance? Yes? That one. But the picture that I show you, it looks over to the jungle. It's this one. And that building, my friends, the main purpose is a lighthouse. Behind of this building, behind of that building, are 2 windows, a little windows. Pay attention in the second picture, this one. Pay attention in the second picture. You can see a little windows right there. And the Mayan people use those windows as a reference. When they were in front, they had access. access, very easy. What happened with the Spanish people? They didn't know this way. They didn't know this knowledge. So the Mayan people were very intelligent, more than the Spanish people. So the Spanish people, they wanted to look at treasures. What kind of treasure? Gold. And the Mayan people, the gold is most important. The obsidian. Have you heard about the obsidian? Yes. Have you seen the obsidian? Yes. The obsidian came from volcano. It's a lava. Yeah. For the Mayan people, this is the most important because it's considered the blood of the gods. And of course, they practice the trade, the exchange of products over there in that area where those guys are coming behind. We don't have evidence about those buildings because we don't have stones right there. This is the main area for the trade. What kind of products they exchange? Mayan people send feathers, beautiful feathers. I don't know if you have been at Xcaret Park. Because Xcaret has a representation of this game, of this performance, yeah. But the Mayan people send a beautiful feathers, a skin of flowers. Have you heard chicle? Chicle is the gum. Yes. In Spanish we use chicle, but chicle, my friend, is a Mayan word. Chi means mouth, and cle, the movement, was a resin. The Mayan people send the resin as a currency. Honey too. What kind of products the Mayan receive? Obsidian, jade, and basalt. What is the basalt? Basalt is another stone or another kind of stone. It's stronger than the limestone. They cook with the basalt. Those products they exchange. Yeah? That's the main activity here in Tulum, my friend. The exchange, navigation. Yes. But of course we have time. I will show you the paper. Have you seen the mate paper? No? Have you been in Egypt? In Asia, maybe? Yes. The cultures develop paper, guys.
Is that papyrus?
It looks like this, right?
Yeah.
It looks like papyrus, but it's not. This is Maya. The Egyptians developed papyrus paper, right? The Chinese developed rice paper. And the Mayans developed paper too. But as I told you at the beginning, the sad part is coming. What happened with those books? The Mayan people had obsession with the time. Over there, one of those people, there was an observatory. Of course, right now it's destroyed because the Mayan people spend the time watching the sun. The Mayan calendar says in prediction, astronomers, mathematicians, players, teachers, and you have to do it according to the calendar. And they spend the time watching the sun, the moon, even Venus. Had obsession with Venus. And those information the Mayan left in the stones, books, idols, ceramics, and this is the evidence. In the 1563 from Spain, yes, let me remember the name. Fray Diego de Landa from Spain, from Sevilla, when he arrived to Yucatan, yes, he saw that the Mayan people had a different gods, the rain god, the moon god, the medicine god, yeah. But he wasn't religious because he brought religion to Mexico, yes, to Yucatan. But in special, when he went to Chichen Itza, have you been to Chichen Itza before, guys? Yes. As you have been there, maybe you remember on Chichen Itza it's possible to see snakes for everywhere, right? Snakes on buildings, yeah, for everywhere. More than 100 snakes, like this one. For the Mayan people, the snake was the most important god. Its name, Kukulkan. Kukulkan means federal snake, yeah? When this man went to Chichen Itza and he saw the snake, he got mad. Why? Because he was religious, he was Catholic. What does represent the snake to the religion? The devil. Right? The devil. He got angry. He ordered to the Mayan people to gather everything, books, idols, codics, books like this one, and he disappeared everything. But he regret, and he said that he destroyed more than 5,000 books. What kind of books? Like this one. Just there are 3 books. Survive 3 books. There are those books, Europe, in another continent. One of them, this is a copy of the copy. The original of this book is located in Dresden, Germany. There is another one in France. And in Spain there is another one. Just 3, guys. It's not in that. Just 3. This is the Mayan book. This is paper. Amate paper. Amate is the name of the Mayan paper. Yes, the name of this paper. Amate paper. It came from the ficus tree. Have you seen the ficus tree, guys? No? The ficus tree is that one. That one is green, the another one. Yeah, that one is the ficus tree. But the Mayan people, they still doing this. The Mayan community, they go to the jungle. They just take just the bark of the tree, the skin of the tree, and at the end they have the paper like this. You can see on the top, there is my finger right here. You can see the glyphs. Yes, more than 100 glyphs. The cultures had a similar right system, and I'm talking about of the Egyptians. Have you seen the hieroglyphics? It looks like a bird, right? Because there are a combination with nature and animals, and the Mayan people too. Yeah? But in hundreds, let's imagine that part. And this one is the cover. And right now, I will show you the Mayan calendar. What time is it, guys?
11:11.
11. Just give me 5 minutes more, and that's it, guys, because you will have your free time, of course. Yeah. Let me show you very quick the Mayan calendar. This is the Mayan calendar, guys. In your next excursion, with your tour guide ask about of the Mayan calendar, you will have the right answer. Yes. Because people say that the Mayan calendar is it looks like a circle. Maybe your free time. Yes. Just let me show you the place. You can take pictures right here. I think it's the best view of the archaeological sites. When you're ready, I recommend go to the left, right there. Go around, there are those people. And then climb the buildings on the top. The best view, my friends, for take pictures to the ocean is to the left side. Don't go to the right. I don't recommend go to the right. Just go to the left. Yeah? What is the exit? The exit could be the same way, but it could be on the opposite side, right there. You will find a stairs, down the stairs, and then go to the right, and you will see the trolley. The trolley is behind the side.
What time do we have to leave for the bus?
I think 20 minutes from here.
We have to be
The
back
leaving
on the
time
bus
will be
at
12.
12.
I think that the departure time will be 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12, 11:40, 11:45 is a good time.
So we'll leave
Yeah,
for
good
that.
time. view, guys. Right here. Let me show you.